happening, guys? Liam Hughes here and welcome back to a brand new video. As you can see, we are doing our F2 career mode. Just before we get into today's episode, I just want to quickly just say a couple of things. This episode I'm going to be going back to the way I originally did F1 videos. Obviously it's going to be me racing, and then in the top corner it'll come up with like another angle. So yeah, you make sure to let me know what you think about that, whether you prefer this way or the way I did it last episode. The reason I'm doing it this way now is because last episode, when I was trying to record it, it came to me that I couldn't talk whilst racing because it just wouldn't really match up the audio, and I'm not that quite good at editing yet, so yeah, we're gonna be doing it that way, and then hopefully it sounds all right, and then yeah, I'll let you guys choose which one you prefer. Anyway, enough of me rattling on. Let's get into the one-shot qualifying lap. So here we are then, guys, going for our one shot lap, going down the start finish straight. Oh, didn't get that corner that well, to be honest. Probably going to set us back by quite a bit yesterday, so I just had a quick glance. And yeah, I've completely messed this lap up. Completely. I shifted up gears too soon. Let's see if we can catch up a tiny bit. This is what happens when I try and talk and race at the same time. It doesn't really work for me for some reason. I just can't multitask. Yeah, I completely messed this up. Hopefully the wheel isn't too annoying for you guys as well. Obviously, you guys are going to be able to hear that. And yeah, completely messed this lap up. So we have got a big job on our hands for the feature race. So let's just make sure we get in the wheel again, going like nuts. Yeah, that just couldn't have gone any worse, to be honest. I just don't know what. I just couldn't. I got no excuse. I got nothing. I'm just going to shut up.
The grid is all set for the race tomorrow, but before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, which are Schumacher, Schwartzman and Yuki Tsunoda. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
So that is the grid for the feature race. As you can see, our teammate got third, and just no surprises there that Schumacher is just leading the way. Yeah, we were off by some quite a margin. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, to be honest with you. Anyway, with that, we will head into the feature race.
Welcome to the circuit to Barcelona, Catalunya. This circuit has seen some exciting racing over the last quarter century. The question is, which of the young drivers below will be the next to write a chapter of that illustrious history? Here's the venue we'll be racing at, known to the teams, well known to the drivers. Many will have raced here as teenagers. We've got 16 turns, the elevation of 30 meters, and some famous moments down through the years. In commentary, I'm Alex Jakes, and I'm joined once again by 2012 GP2 champion Davide Valsecchi. Davide, I imagine you've been around this track countless times by now. Any tips for the drivers out there today?
Yeah, you're right. This is a track that has been in rotation for both Formula 1 and Formula 2 for years now. My advice is to watch your tires management. The track has a bumpy surface that can be very demanding on drivers and tires. play it safe most of the way around, then look at the long straight into turn 1 for overtake opportunities.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Mick Schumacher lines up on pole position, and it's Robert Schwartzman in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Tsunoda, Dragovic, Marino Sato, and Alesi, Joe, Matsushita, Ilott, Jack Aitken, Piquet, Armstrong, Daniel Ticktum, and Galeo, Nissani, Mazepin, Lundgaard, and Guilherme Samaya, Delatraz, Giotto, Markelot, and Hughes. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
So hopefully we will be able to get into the top 10. After the very poor qualifying session, we need to at least aim to get in the top 10. I'm not really going to play around with the strategy much. Obviously it depends if any safety cars come out or whatnot, but yeah, we will get into it now. So here guys, waiting for the 5 red lights to go out, and away we go. Seemed to get a good start there, slowly catch it, but I was late on the gear shift and it's just set us off like right at the back. However, we will manage to catch up to everyone coming down here now. We will brake a lot less than everyone else. I don't really manage to get a move done. However, we're going to go round the outside here now, see if we can follow maybe Lundgaard through, but don't seem to manage to get anywhere still. Nevertheless, we have got 19 laps to make a move. Anyway, we do manage to get around the outside, but we're still fighting here. Make a dive down the inside, nearly clipping our front wing. Get a better traction coming out of this corner here. Going to dedicate to go down the inside. Can we get 2 of them? Yes, we shall. Can we clip it in behind Mazepin? Yes, squeezing Samaya. Here we are now guys, catching up to Mazepin here. Was thinking about sending it, but I just didn't think the move was on there. However, the move will be on going down here as long as he doesn't go too defensive. No, he doesn't. Managed to get there. Now we have Roy Nissani.
Great maneuver. You made it look easy.
You can see there Jeff seeming to like that move, and it is a yellow flag going deep into that corner end. Coming up to Roy Nissani now. Are we going to go down the inside? No, not going to risk it just yet. Anyway, setting the fastest sector 1. However, probably looking down the inside is probably ruined our run into sector 2. Anyway, with the DRS open now, hopefully we can have a little look down the inside. Can we? Yes. Managed to get past Roy Nissani. Now I've got Galeo in P14. Here we are now catching Galeo by a few tenths. Hopefully we can get this sector nailed so we can close the gap by a bit. Here we are now, definitely going to be looking at sizing up and move down the inside here. Yeah. Managing to set another purple sector 1. Here we are, seeming to have the better traction coming through that corner. Down the start finish straight, setting a 1:31 at the fastest lap.
Pulling out a second lap on the car behind.
Trying to tuck in behind Armstrong, the Ferrari Academy driver. Can we catch him at braking? It is side by side going through the first turn. He is not wanting to give this position up. We managed to squeeze him out of the way and get into P13. See that Jeff corners into the pits. Make a dive down the inside, very late choice, making slight contact with Aiken, I think, there. But we both seem to have got away with it. Was probably really aggressive from my behalf. Nevertheless, the FIA deemed it as a legal overtake, so we will carry on, and we will now try and catch our fellow Brit, Tixton. Yeah, nobody pits ahead of us, so we're going to keep going. Extend the stint a bit more, as you can see here. All the cars ahead of us, like Schumacher, pit. Hopefully by extending our stint by 1 lap, we'll have fresher tyres towards the end. You can see they're just in the zone of our fellow Brit ahead of us. Trying to make sure I maintain that gap, because I don't really want to be going through this DRS zone without DRS, but yeah, we've got DRS coming here, so hopefully that will give us a nice little boost. So our teammate is in the pits. Hopefully it won't cost us too much time. As you can see, there he is. Why is it? Oh yeah, it cost us only a tiny bit of time. At some point today, we would get going. Yep, there we go. You can see our crew scrambling to get his tyres on. It's not a bad tyre change. Pretty good actually.
Go now.
Just getting held at the pit a bit. Getting the move done. Really did not want to make that difficult for us as he goes down the inside. We had to leave him just enough room.
Good job, nice overtake.
Here we are coming down the start finish straight. Looking to maybe size up a move on the run guard coming down the bottom of this zone, but didn't really want to risk it as I've already had a close call with Jack Ayton. So wasn't going to risk it there. However, we do seem to be getting past this. So it's not happening there. Here we are now, getting a better line through here, catching the guard by quite a bit. He's going defensive down the inside, we're going to go around the outside. Going deep into that turn, still just about side by side, and having to pull out of that corner there. Didn't really want to send it round there because, well, we all know you send it round there, you end up in the wall. We have a yellow flag. Not too sure. Oh, there's a car here. It looks like it's Gilletto.
Yellow flag.
Is that going to bring out a safety car, I wonder? As you can see here, coming up too.
Caution.
Catching up everyone all of a sudden. Yellow flag. Not quite sure what happened there. Must have been some contact with Matsushita. And it's really brought us back into the fight. I honestly didn't see much happening for the next couple of hours, but we are now back in the fight for a few positions. So not quite sure what happened up there, but thank you for whatever cause. As you can see, that car's battling ahead of us. Very late on the braking there, hopefully trying to get round the outside of Lungard, but not to worry though, even though he may still have to think. We will still have the inside line, nearly losing it there though, even colliding into him. Anyway, now we have Mazepin ahead of us. hopefully we'll get the move done on this DRS straight here. Him losing the back end there, he's really late on the gear shift, as I was too busy watching where his car was going because I thought he was going to spin. Anyway, go around the outside, not quite, being a bit more aggressive than last time. I think it was a Lungard when we came to that corner and managing to get it done. Hopefully we catch up to Samir before this next DRS. Really messed up that couple of corners of the DRS, and we are now just racing down to the start finish straight, but not been able to make a move. But we are going to get close coming through this sector here, which I do find I am a lot stronger than in the AI, so we're going to make a move down the inside, and now making up to P15. So fast. Sector 1, almost losing it as well. Here we are now, better speed going through the corner. Tucking it behind Gassani.
Behind by around a second a lap.
Is he going to go defensive? No, doesn't seem to go defensive. We're going to dive down the inside. Really late on the braking. Losing the back end, but however we still managed to keep the move. And whoa! That was close. It nearly binned it there. Really messing up that corner there. Which is not going to give
Manage your tyres. Manage your tyres.
Good run in on this corner here. Go down the outside. We're going to go late on the braking. Was that Nassani? Oh, Nassani seemed to hit us. Going for there. I don't know if that was my fault or his. I honestly felt like I left him enough room, not gonna lie. We didn't get a warning for it, so I imagine we didn't do anything wrong. Sammy's right on our tail going down the start finish straight.
This is your final lap of the race.
We've been in and out, making it a bit difficult for him, but I don't want to be waving too much as he makes that move. We are going to fight back at him, however. Coming down this part here, we are couldn't seem to get the pedal down without going off the track, so we weren't able to utilise our strength on that part of the track. And to be honest, it doesn't really look like I'm going to catch. I think my tyres have just had enough now. However, we are going to have a one last move against him, and seeing it his last lap, we are going to have a look down the inside. Nothing there though, and we are right on his tail. As you see there, Schumacher takes the checkered flag to win the race. However, our race is not over. We still have Samir in front of us. Not really much overtaking opportunities left for the track. We're losing the rear end there, and it doesn't really look like we are going to get the move. Oh, hang on, here we go. Ah, nearly got it.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Great effort there from Prema to take the victory today. And Davide Valsecchi, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I think they kept a cool head. That's why they won today. Smooth, steady, everything bad that happened to them, they handled it calmly and professionally. That's what let them focus on getting the best out of everything else. The car, the strategy, they managed to keep out of trouble the whole way round.
As we look back on a thrilling race here today, we can now see the drivers take their places on the podium. It's a familiar sight by now, as it's another successful F2 win for Prema. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Mick Schumacher, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
It's a difficult one, but I got to go for the Carlin driver. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in the wheel-to-wheel situation. They showed maturity and patience.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams Championship. Prema extend their lead at the top of the championship. Meanwhile, Carlin move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So, there we have it, guys. We finished 15th with our teammate finishing in second, so he's bringing in 18 points for the team. And as you can see here, there was literally nothing to separate us and Sammy here, but obviously doesn't make much difference. But for the standings now, we are now third place, and our teammate is now 6th. And for the team, we are still second, however we are 33 points behind Prema. Anyway, with that done, guys, we are going to head into the sprint race.
And we're back. After yesterday's feature race, the top 8 drivers have been reversed on the grid, setting up some exciting action as we launch into today's event, the sprint race. In the commentary box for the big race today, I'm Alex Jakes, and joining me once again, it's the 2012 GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi. Davide, what should we be looking out for in today's race?
These drivers, Alex, they all want to prove themselves and push hard to get into Formula 1. That is the dream. But first, they have to win here. Nobody has the better car. Nobody has the advantage. It's all about the driver's skill. So they will be fighting hard every corner and sometimes maybe pushing their tires too far, which could maybe make the race more exciting later on.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So here we are for the sprint race after that very disappointing feature race. Hopefully we can just get into the top 8. Let's have a look at what the top 8 is. Obviously it's been reversed. So yeah, so just ahead of us we have Samir, Armstrong, Galeo. So yeah, I would very much like to get into the points, but whether that happens or not, we shall see. Hopefully we can get to somewhat close to the top 10. But again, we need to get into point position. So yeah, anyway, let's get into it. So here we are, waiting for 5 red lights. Hopefully we get a good start. And away we go. Getting actually an okay start. We seem to have beat Samir off the line. We are seeming to catch the cars in front. So not a bad start indeed. However, Mazepin seems to have got a good start because he's coming right at us, but it ain't going to make a difference. We're going to dive down the inside, cover off Armstrong. And now we've got 2 AMS cars in front of us. They're just gonna block the road, really, aren't they? And not to worry, because we are going to dive down the inside, getting both Galeo and Tickton. Now we have Jack Aiken in front of us for the P10 position. So not a bad start indeed. Really losing it there. Make a move down the inside. Is it on? It looks on. It's on. As we see here, Sonoda, our teammate in front of us. Is he? He must be a lot faster than him. So is he going to play the team game here and move out of our way, or is he going to make it a bit difficult for us? Almost losing it there. I'm managing to just save it. Hopefully we can follow Sonoda a bit better through this second. No, we don't. We lose it. giving a position back to Jack Aiken. However, we are going to be able to come straight back at him with DRS coming down the start-finish straight, so hopefully position will hold very briefly. Let's see, going down the inside of him. Pretty easy move there. Whoa! Not quite sure what happened there. Again, I really don't think that was anything to do with us, as we were pretty much moving to the outside, and it was a car on the inside that hit me. And now we are having to nurse the damaged car, so that isn't exactly ideal. See here now, Jack Aiken coming at us now with the DRS. Not really much we're going to be able to do except for maybe braking late. There's literally nothing we can do there. But we are looking like we've still got a bit of pace into us, so hope maybe it doesn't mean our race is completely over. I do preferably want to be in the top 10. Not that it's going to make much difference to the standings. Yeah, here we are now, DRS open. Dive down the inside. Going deep as well, however, just about getting past
Nice work,
it.
that brings you up a place.
Really don't like getting on that curve. I honestly don't know why I do it all the time. Hitting Jack Aiken there. Not receiving any damage for it, but see how it looks like our fight is going to be the top 10. 6 laps to go. Dive bomb down the inside, which we do, and we do manage to take the position. We are now on lap 9 with a yellow flag. Not quite sure what's going on
The
there.
incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
Still the yellow flag is chasing us. As you can see there, Jack Aiken and TikTok. There's Samir is out the session. But anyway, yeah, back to Jack Aiken and Samir. They're having a good old fight behind us there. Hopefully we can use that to our advantage and pull off a gap. Jack Aiken is really going to come at us, so we are just going to park it in the middle because we have nothing to defend from neither of them. But hopefully we can just get alongside Jack Aiken, not Aiken, Ticktum. Yes, we managed to get past Ticktum again. However, will we have enough to get Aiken? Possibly not. We'll have to tell now. So coming through the final couple of turns of this lap, getting really close to Jack Aiken, losing the back end. I was thinking about going for a dive down the inside here, but really compromised our run really, so wasn't going to make it. However, we will get the DRS coming down here now, and hopefully this will help us get an easy move done.
Nice move. Good job.
As you can see here, Aiken with the DRS, trying to go around the outside of us, however, goes probably a little bit too deep, making it a bit easier for us to take that lead, and Ticktum also getting through, so that's good. And with a yellow flag, not quite sure. Oh, it looks like it's the BWT car. Not quite sure who it is as of yet. Not quite sure if it's a DNF as they're still moving. Yeah, they're out. So Markov is now out of the session. Anyway, now coming into the final lap, we have nothing to defend with. We have no DRS
Final lap of the race.
or anything. So Ticktum is going to get past us. We're going to tuck in back behind Ticktum, which makes it quite easy on Aiken to get past. But I want the inside line going through there, just so I can follow Ticktum through this part, as I am stronger than the AI. Oh, well, I say that sometimes I'm not. This sector, anyway, do get quite up close to the AMS driver. Hopefully being able to size the move, because I do really want to get top 10, even though it's not really going to gain as much. And we are now with the DRS open. We are going to go straight on the attack. We are going to try and brake really late, just not late enough. And it looks like it's going to be another last couple of corners, and I see that Callum Ilott with Uni Virtuosi Racing
Yellow flag.
taking the lead, and it's a yellow flag. So really can't really do much now.
The track is clear.
And
Green flag.
I completely messed up those last few corners. The only thing I can do now is make sure I do not lose a position to Armstrong. Go down inside, across the line.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
A great win then for the Uni Virtuosi team today. So, Davide, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
This race, this week, was about one thing and one thing only: consistency. Anyone can be quick for just one lap, but there's a difference between that and being quick every lap, over and over and over. If you can do that, if you can gain ground when your opponents make mistakes, but then not make mistakes on your own, you can just push and push.
I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of the race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium. And now, let's take a look at the driver's standings. The lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
It's a difficult one, but I got to go for the Carlin driver. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula 2, so it was a great effort.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams Championship. Prema extend their lead at the top of the championship. There was also a strong showing from the Uni Virtuosi team today as they make their way up the standings. That's it for today's race. From Davide and I, it's goodbye, and we'll see you when Formula 2 returns.
So there you have it, guys. We finished P11 and we managed to get driver of the day in both races. As you can see there, Callum Ilott managing to come first, and with our teammate finishing 9th, Schumacher finishing 6th. So for the standings now, that means that we have been dropped down to 4th place with Schwartzman coming in. However, we're only 1 point behind him, so it's not too bad. But we are now 39 points behind the leader, Mick Schumacher. And for the standings, we're still second. However, BWT are only a point behind us. So with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, and also if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. And also don't forget to follow my Facebook page. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Goodbye.